The 5 tips to winning your thoracic outlet syndrome disability insurance claim. Now that you know the 5 mistakes that you can make, let's talk about the 5 tips to winning your thoracic outlet syndrome disability insurance claim. Tip 1, treat with a specialist. The disability carrier is going to be very skeptical of a claim based on thoracic outlet syndrome if the diagnosis is made by a physician that just doesn't specialize in TOS problems. I've found that my clients have a greater success in winning their claims if they're treating with a shoulder specialist, a vascular surgeon, or a pain doctor. If you aren't, please call my office and we can make a referral. 2, take your medication as prescribed and follow your physician's treatment instructions. Your physician may have prescribed medication or other treatment to help you with your symptoms. If you refuse or you don't follow through with your physician's instructions, the carrier just might deny your claim on the basis that you're not getting appropriate medical treatment. And that is a legitimate reason to deny your claim. It leaves the door open for the disability insurance carrier to argue that you might improve if you followed your physician's instructions. 3, continue to get medical care. Why? Even if you've lost your health insurance, your disability policy requires that you get ongoing medical care while your claim is pending. And even if your claim has been denied, I recommend that you continue to get care. Why? Because we're going to appeal. We want to provide the disability carrier with updated medical records that show the progression of your problems, and I think that that can be helpful to proving your ongoing medical issues and your disability. There are suggestions that we can make as to where you can get medical care if you can't afford it, so give us a call. 4, send me all the forms you or your physician have been asked to complete by the disability carrier for our review before those forms are submitted to the disability insurance carrier. Now, I know the carrier is going to send you a lot of forms to complete, particularly during the application stage of a claim, and even after you've been put on claim by the carrier. These forms are not easy to complete, and I think they're designed to be confusing. You might be sent a form asking you to document your problems and ask, how are those symptoms impacting your functionality? Now, you may be asked a question like, do you drive a car? Now, you could say yes, or you could say no, or you could explain how the side effects of medication impair your ability to drive. But remember, when I've discussed credibility issues, I've pointed out that disability carriers are going to compare what you say on your forms about your symptoms and functionality and what's in your medical records. I can't emphasize enough the need for consistency, because otherwise you may be finding yourself under surveillance. We also want your physician to support your claim, and I want them to know how to properly fill out the APS form. I don't want them to get on the phone with a carrier's peer review provider and be talked into saying that you can work in a sedentary capacity. So tell your doctor not to talk to the disability insurance carrier or their representatives. Now, obviously, you want to know if your physician is going to support your claim and fill out forms to the carrier before you stop work and apply for benefits. Because if the answer is no, again, we can make recommendations for other physicians, but without that support, it's going to be tough to win your disability insurance claim. I also want to review those forms because I want to make sure the doctor has filled them out properly. Number 5, remember, as I've said, to tell your physician not to accept calls from the carrier's peer review doctor or their medical team or even the adjuster. Contact us immediately, because I have seen instances where the peer review liar for hire doctors talk to a physician and misrepresent the entire conversation. And that's hard to correct. I want to be able to review your physician's response to the forms and any discussions that they might have with the carrier's doctor, because the carrier's doctor is going to send a letter to your doctor asking them to confirm the conversation. Doctors are busy and they may sign off without either understanding what's being said or the impact of what's being said or the fact that the conversation has been actually misrepresented. So I really don't want the physicians to be talking with each other, because the carrier's fishing for reasons to deny or terminate your benefits. I really want it to come through my office. So those are the 5 tips that I think will help you get the disability insurance benefits you deserve. If you have any questions, call me today at 727-894-3188 for a complimentary consultation.